Before we can start this Congress, I would like to go and welcome His Excellency Paul Kagame, the President of Rwanda, and in the meantime launching a beautiful video reminding us of the FIFA World Cup.
Dear members of the FIFA Council, dear guests, please welcome His Excellency Paul Kagame, President of the Republic of Rwanda, and Gianni Infantino, the FIFA President.
Welcome to Kigali, welcome to Rwanda. Bienvenidos. Ahlan wa sahlan, willkommen, bienvenidos, and I don't know, all other languages of the world. Welcome to this beautiful place for the 73rd FIFA Congress. Dear President, it is a historic Congress because it is the first FIFA electoral Congress taking place in Africa. And this first FIFA electoral Congress taking place in Africa happens after the first FIFA Men's World Cup taking place in the Middle East. And this first FIFA electoral Congress happening in Africa happens before the first Women's World Cup happening in the Southern Hemisphere in Australia and New Zealand. So it is definitely a day of firsts, a day of celebrations, and also a day of reminding and remembering where we were, where we are, and where we want to be. And I would like, in this short welcome, to tell you two little stories, if I may. The first one is about this ball here, which proudly says, made in Rwanda. So this ball has been manufactured by some women, some ladies, who survived the genocide in this country. And to have a life, they are producing many beautiful things. Amongst these things, footballs. Footballs to give smiles and joy and hope to children all over the world, but mainly, of course, here in Rwanda. So I would like to start by challenging all of you, those who want, of course, to buy one of these balls. Buy one of these balls, contact anyone of my office or of Fatma's office. The price is $1,000. You buy it, and all the money will go to these women who are producing so many good things for children all over the world. Please do so. And if you cannot put $1,000, put whatever you can, we will put the difference. The second story I want to tell you about this beautiful country is that it has a particular relation with me. When I was campaigning to become FIFA president, Rwanda hosted the CHAN, the African Nations Championship. And I came full of hope twice to Rwanda. First for the opening game, where I met many African associations. And then I came back for the final game. First time I came, I was full of energy and full of hope. And the second time I came, I was told, well, you know, we all love you, but actually we're not going to support you in the election. So of course, I was pretty depressed, about to give up. I had already packed. And suddenly, and I don't even know, President, if you know that, suddenly somebody came to see me, and he gave me a ticket for the match of the final, because I had no ticket for the final match. That, by the way, the DRC won. And he told me, this is a ticket offered to you by President Paul Kagame. And then I decided, I thought about it, and I remembered my visit to the memorial. And you should go all to visit the memorial, all of you. And I said who I am to give up. What this country has suffered, and how this country came back up is inspiring for the entire world, dear President. So I certainly couldn't give up because somebody was telling me something. I stayed, I attended the match, I continued to campaign. I was elected FIFA president a few months later. But most importantly, I witnessed how this country flourished. And this country flourished with nothing, starting from nothing, with hope, with compassion, with commitment, with hard work, and with leadership. And today it is a beautiful country, and I'm sure that everyone here will come back with their friends and their families to visit not only Kigali, but also the rural areas, the gorillas, and all the beauties that you can see here and in the neighboring countries, of course, of this beautiful continent, which is Africa. Dear President, we brought the world of football here today, 211 countries, many legends, many friends. We brought them here to celebrate football. We know that football is the most important thing in the world, and that's why, for today, Kigali is the capital of the world. Thank you very much. Let's have a look at the video, and after I give the floor to His Excellency.
Gianni Infantino, FIFA President, Fatima Samora, FIFA Secretary General, Presidents of confederations and member associations, Vice Presidents and members of the FIFA Council, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, a good morning to you all, and allow me to begin by officially welcoming you to Rwanda. We're very happy to have you here, and I thank FIFA for choosing Rwanda as the host of this year's elective Congress. This is a great honor, even more so because you could have chosen to go elsewhere. To Qatar and FIFA, congratulations for organizing a successful World Cup last year, and to Argentina, congratulations to be the champions. It was one of the best tournaments in memory. Under the FIFA Forward program and the exceptional leadership of Gianni Infantino, football is becoming a more inclusive global sport. I first got to know Gianni, some details he has already added. I wasn't remembering that. Around 8 years ago, when he was campaigning to lead FIFA, I was convinced by his values and by his vision for the positive role that football can play in society. He was the leader FIFA needed at that moment, and everything I have seen from that time until now assures me that he deserves to continue to lead this organization. I welcome the expansion of the number of teams participating in the next World Cup. Under this format, the slots available for African teams will almost double, creating even more engagement and visibility on our continent. What is important is the plan to continue developing football in Africa and anchoring the sport here. We need to protect and nurture national football. The African Cup of Nations is not a little tournament. Often, the difference between a successful player in Africa and Europe is not talent. It is the lack of quality infrastructure, training, and support. Of course, each federation and association has the responsibility to fill those gaps. But working together, we can reach our common objectives more quickly. The football we build here in Africa can have as much value as it does in the places our players tend to go to pursue their careers. I commend Patrice Motsepe for his leadership of CAF and thank him once again for the honor bestowed on us the other night, which only encourages us to do more. We were also very happy yesterday to unveil the Kigali Pele Stadium in honor of the Brazilian legend that we all know. We also want to ensure equal opportunity for women, both on the field of play and among managers, officials, referees, and other key supporting professions. In January, the Rwanda Football Association, in collaboration with the FIFA, launched a 4-year strategic development plan for women's football. Sport is meant to bring people together. In fact, the role of sports in our lives, and particularly football, is only becoming more central and sophisticated as other methods of promoting global solidarity becomes more fragile. What the world needs is to see more of the positive spirit of sportsmanship in our politics rather than bringing political divisions into sports. That speaks to why Qatar was proud to host the World Cup, and Rwanda is honored to host this FIFA Congress. We need to keep bad politics out of sports. As we saw last year in the constant hypocritical criticism at the World Cup last year. Instead of asking, why is it being held there? First ask, why not? Unless we are talking about a kind of entitlement that only some of us on this globe deserve to enjoy. It's about keeping some people in their place, but that kind of attitude should have been left far behind in history by now. That is not to say that athletes do not have a right to object to what personally affects them and their communities. They certainly do. Politics in sports reflects the problems that society faces. When fans throw bananas at African football players or taunt a female referee, that is because of a negative social environment that feeds those wrong behaviors. So we need to work together to ensure that the game is inclusive and respectful of everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I welcome you to Kigali and hope that you will keep coming back to visit us. You will be very welcome. I wish you a very productive meeting, and thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you.